And we are we are live on Zoom. We are live on YouTube. And we are live on the Sevens with Pi Frisbee, Metatron's internet radio station. I'm thankful and grateful for everyone that is going to be here today. And we will allow a moment.
Hey, hey,
Hey there,
how are you?
how are you?
I'm good. How you doing? Can you hear me? I can't hear you. I see your mouth moving, but I don't hear no words coming out.
How about now? Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, goody, 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 goody. Yeah, I'm good. It's just humid, man.
Where?
You on some other part of the planet? Are you on some other part of the planet, or do you still live in lost wages?
I'm here.
It may not feel humid to you, but damn it, bro. Well, look, get hot or rain or do whatever you're gonna do, man, but not both in the same day.
It was raining a little bit ago because I'm about to head to work in a little bit. So
Uh,
it started raining and I stepped out the car and I was like, it's kind of chilly. So, I don't know what this weather got going on.
yeah, this weather be tripping, man.
Coming up.
But it's all good. It's all good. Give me 1 second.
Sure.
Hmm. I thought I saved it, but I guess I didn't. Oh, so how you feeling? How you been there, Court? How things been going since we last met last week?
But I can't complain.
Huh?
Sound pretty good. I can't complain. Just kind of still taking it one day at a time, but
Absolutely.
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. Like I said, this bipolar ass weather is doing its thing.
Yeah.
Uh, but all in all, I'm great, man. I'm great. My ankle and Achilles is healing properly, and yeah. I just have to get through this initial 30 days of the heat, then I'll get acclimated to it, and then after the 4th of July, I'll be all right. Yeah. Month of
Okay.
June, not so good. Yes, it's too. This is too much. This is too much. I got,
Yeah.
I got a, I got a fan right here. I got a fan right there. I got a fan back there, and I got an air conditioner blowing air in here too. And yeah, I'm still sweating like in the field, man. But it's all good. It's all good. This is uh every June, as long as I'm on, the United States side of the planet, regardless of where I'm at. Yeah, this happens every June to the middle of July.
I guess it's different weather across the valley because I'm on the strip. I got a jacket on. I'm not hot.
Right, right. Well, I just come from outside and it's like cool and the wind is blowing and it's cool, but it's humid. It's humid. And yeah, I don't care about the 105, 110. I care about the 28 to 30% humidity. Yeah, that's the shit that be fucking me up. But it's all good. It's all good. Miss Lemons, how are you? Talk to me.
Hi, I'm okay. I'm feeling better.
Good, 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 good. Yeah, June hit with a boom, like a boom, boy.
Yeah, I'm like Saturn is asking me to just shed everything, just shed it,
Yes,
let it go.
yes, 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 yes. Just it's not worth it. Let it go. Whatever is not uh materially benefiting you or emotionally stable, let it go. And that's in y'all's June forecast. You Leos, yeah, y'all gonna be doing a lot of letting go this month.
Yeah,
That's
this
a good thing though. That's a good thing.
it is because I just started realizing how much I was holding on to
Mm-hmm.
and didn't realize it. I wasn't looking at it that way, like I was holding on to it. That's what the perspective was. It's like now I see things differently. Even being outside, walking out along the lake, I'm like, this feels like my subconscious. It's like one side is the lake and it's nature and it's beautiful and
Mm-hmm.
it is. And then the other side is where the apartment buildings are. And it's like I got all these different ideas and all these different people.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and I just want to consolidate all of that down to just one place where it's just my ideas, or how I think, how I feel.
Absolutely. And that's gonna come for you this month. June is a very, very, very uh powerful month. It carries the it's going to be influenced by the master number 33, the master of love and
Mm.
creativity. So if it's got anything to do with love or creativity, it's going to be magnified because it's influenced by that master number 33. So we're going to jump right into it because, yeah, I got a bunch to cover. I have a bunch to cover. So this is on the sevens with Pi Frisbee Metatron, where we come to awaken, ascend, and expand. I am Pi Frisbee Metatron, your host with the most. And today is a very good day to be me. You know, every day is a very good day to be me. I believe this, I live this, I bees this, and I require this. And I guarantee you this, should you make that mantra part of your daily rituals and then go about doing the things that motivates and inspires you to do, your life will get better each and every day exponentially. I know that for a fact because mine gets better each and every day exponentially, meaning more better than it was yesterday. Not as better as it's gonna be tomorrow. All right, all right. This is June 2025's monthly Universal Zodiac Native Soul Vibrations according to the numbers. June's 2025's Universal Soul Vibration number is the master number 33. We know that the 33 blesses down into a 6, but however, because it is a master number, we're only going to focus in on the power of the 33 and what it really has in store for each of us um, this entire month of June 2025. The mission this month will be one of showing your individual kindness and being very generous with your time and with your talents and with your treasury under the auspices of the Master Number 33. There will be a tremendous focus on the welfare of those in and of the world, as well as your neighbors. Plans, projects, and productions for the future, for future improvements will be visualized or seen, identified or developed, and advanced or implemented for the future good of all. That's on a global level. This month, there will be more of a focus on the welfare of those in and of the world, as well as when I talk about your neighbors, I'm talking about folks live in your town, live in your neighborhood, live in your town, live in your community, live in your county, live in your state. And parts of the radical change plans, projects, and productions that are sorely focused on future improvements, we're going to start to see them take shape. And we're going to start to hear about them being developed, and we actually will feel a few of them implemented and starting to be implemented this month for the future good of all. That's the mission. On an individual level, we each could probably be a little more kind, not only to others, but however to ourselves. And we can definitely be more generous to ourselves, and in turn, turn that generosity out to others. And you guys know why I always emphasize being kind to yourself first, or being generous to yourself first. That's because if we are not giving ourselves the thing that we desire to give out, we can't give it out. If you don't give yourself kindness, you can't be kind to nobody else. You don't know kindness if you don't be kind to yourself. You don't know goodness if you don't be good to yourself. You think you recognize it on someone else, but you don't. You have to recognize it, embrace it, and implement it in you first. Your kindness that you can give to someone else comes out of you. Your generosity, the things that you can give, absolutely, honeybee, absolutely. The relationships with ourselves sets the tone for all other relationships. The method this month will be one of an outgoing and of giving of yourself in service to others. A keen sense of duty, justice, and honor will fuel your conduct and fortify your service. You will be interested in assisting anyone that indulges in negative or harmful actions, attitudes, or appetites. You will be called to show this by being and setting the example of forgiveness and love in all your doings and dealings. The Master Number 33 is expressed as creative manifestation and consciousness expansion, and represents Source's ultimate wisdom at work in the lives of humanity. Now, when I talk about, and when this talks about, it's going to be an outgoing month, lots of comings and goings, yeah, and of giving of yourself in service to others. The outgoings and the comings and goings are going to be tied to the giving of ourselves in service to others. first thing I would love to point out, the giving of ourselves in service to others does not mean that you doing this shit for free. If you are called to bless someone with some of your service, that is fine. In the 33 month, 33, yeah, you do the service. However, you expect to be compensated for your service. You know, being a pole spiritualist, them days is over. Days is over. A keen sense of duty and justice and honor will fuel your conduct. You will be inwardly motivated to do the right things, and you will be fortified in your service to others. However, make sure you get paid. They'll do no shit for free. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Being called to show and by being and setting examples for forgiveness and love. Forgiveness is for you. Somebody does you wrong, forgive yourself. Forgive yourself for putting yourself in that situation to be wronged. I never ever bought into somebody slapped the shit out of me, I'm supposed to forgive them. No. Mm-mm. No. No. Not forgiving you for knocking me out. I forgive myself for getting knocked out. And I guarantee you, when I see you again, yeah, we're gonna have to return to balance. Some way, shape, or form, we are going to return to my eye. Yeah, yeah. I come from the eye for an eye school. You knock me out, next time I see you, guess what? I'm gonna knock you out. That's the way it is. That's the way it is. Think love, speak love, give love, and live love. The master number 33 represents a very highly dedicated vibration. It indicates a teacher of teachers, willfully sacrificing. Let me say that again. Think love, speak love, give love, and live love. Now, I know I just talked about if somebody knocked me out, I'm gonna knock them out, and that may not sound like love. Well, from where I'm sitting, a good ass whooping is a gift of love. Mm-hmm. And it's an attitude adjuster. Yeah, you may be doing too much and need somebody to adjust that attitude. Yeah, to bring you back to balance. Any comments, any questions about the master number 33 and how it's going to affect us this month?
I have a question.
Yes, ma'am.
Because it is a master number and it is a 6 and 6 is about balancing, um, it does have to do with teaching though.
Well, the master number, the teacher part comes in advanced application of your esoteric knowledge. It's not necessarily you teaching somebody one-on-one or teaching the group. It literally means the further equipping to make you the teacher of teachers. Understand what I'm saying by that? Since it's the master number of love and creativity, master numbers always build up the thing that they're the master number of. My last name Pyle is a 22-4. 22 is the master number of economics and enterprise. And since I've been old enough to count, I've been counting and enterprising and economicing and entrepreneuring, and yeah, it magnifies. So the 33 is going to magnify the teacher that is already in you, because what two things really rule teaching? Love and creativity. They rule teaching. Most teachers that I know, and most teachers, I don't know about the teachers these days, but the teachers that I had exposure to all through my school years, I knew that they loved what they were doing. And some of them were quite creative. You have to be creative when you got 30, 40 students in one classroom and you got to keep them all on the same page and the same topic and the same. Yeah, you got to be creative. You can't just be up there monotone and yeah, no, you lose them. You know, I've had teachers that I thought should have been stand-up comics, fucking hilarious. And then I've had teachers that sounded like politicians. However, they still were able to grab you with the knowledge and the information, because that's all we want to do as teachers. We want the information that we are giving out to grab somebody else. We can't control if they're going to understand it the first time or all of that. However, we want the information that we give out to grab a hold. You see. Uh-huh. Drive for the clear. Yeah, I got you. I had to get transferred out of one class because the teacher and I clashed, and she wasn't moving off of her position and I wasn't moving off of mine. I was like second, third grade, and she come with that BS slave story, and I raised my hand and said, that's not true. And I gave her facts. Her eyes got this big. And she called the principal and she told me to get the hell out of her class. And I'm walking down to the principal's office. I'm not, yeah, second, third grade. And I'm not even thinking that I'm in trouble. I'm going to the principal's office. Yeah, da, 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 da. The principal sitting down. What is your issue? Blah, 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 blah. What the teacher is teaching. I said, she's telling a lie, first of all. I said, we didn't come over here on boats from Africa. I'm sorry, we didn't. I said, if that's what she's going to teach. I said, maybe, yeah. So they didn't take me out of her class. However, every year up until I got to seventh grade, so second, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth grade, every year during the when they start with that bullshit about Black history, yeah, I was allowed to go to the library during that portion of the class. They just said, just go to the library, or, you know, if they was going to have that bullshit story going on, they would just say, stay home today. I'm like, no, I'm coming to school, but I'll go to the library. But yeah. They don't like it when you show them proof that we was here. they want all of us to believe that we came over here on some fucking boats, wooden boats. Yeah. So, and my grandmother, she told me, she said, boy, just shut the fuck up and listen to, and I said, but she's telling a lie. She said, it ain't your job to educate everybody. I'm like, well, yeah, it is. So I just can't sit there when she's telling that lie. I can't. I could not. Any comments, any questions, any concerns before we get into the individual numbers? All right. I don't know what's going on. Everything is buffering right now, you guys. So just hold on for a minute. We'll get there. All right, here we go. I think it's gonna let me do this now. So these are first name, first, middle, last name, date of birth. I mean, the day you were born on. If you count all the numbers in your name and reduce it down to a single digit, that'll work for you as well. So first name, first step, middle name, center, last name, family bio history, date you were born on is your natural vibration, and all the letters in your name reduced down to a single digit is your point. Well, all the letters in your name, the number of letters in your name is your point of security. So however many numbers you have in all of your names, that whole number, that's your point of security. 14 is my point of security. Anytime I ever see the number 14 or 41, or I'm in a location that comes back to a 14 or 41, I feel completely safe and secure because there are 14 letters in Mark Edward Pyle. All right. All right. Number 1. This is a very significant month for you, as your absolute success depends upon you attaining and maintaining a clear, proper, and sure mind. This will be a respite month for you, and you will spend more time than usual either personally alone or socially solitary and secluded. You will definitely be interested in and drawn to the more quiet pursuits and the more intellectual phases of life, living, and lifestyles. So for the number ones, your universal vibration is 7, because the month number is a 6. 33, 3 plus 3 equals 6, and then you add your number 1 to that and you get 7. So it's going to be a month of solitude, a month of quiet pursuits, a month of diving into some spiritual discipline or spiritual information. And you will either be standing tall on and speaking your truth, or you will find your truth this month. Number ones. Number twos. This is the month you will have power, good judgment, fearlessness, and constructive expansion at your disposal. This will be an 8-month for you, number twos. Your ambition will be constantly inspiring you. You will reconcile your quieted appetite to significantly improve your financial circumstances. So your thought energy should be directed towards economics, efficiency, and positive production this month. This is your month for personal and vocational expansion, projects, and the repairing of your status. However, getting to the finish line is not an easy task. You will have to use your common sense this month, number twos. Number threes, yours is a 9-month. Or you'll be influenced by the number 9 this month. You are at the end of a few cycles this month. You will be completing cycles within you, and you will experience many strategic endings, completions, and graduations this month. You should embrace every personal and business ending, completion, and graduation, and this process will prepare you for new beginnings, more personal freedoms, and a fresh start next month. Lean on your managerial skills and your ability of bringing many diverse people and ideas together for the common good of humanity this month. You will be operating at a slower speed this month and may feel a very real loss of momentum and drive. Guard against moodiness by surrounding yourself with people you love and respect this month. Any comments, any questions, 1s, 2s, or 3? All right. All right. Number 4. Now number 4 resonates with me because my last name is Pyle, 22. So 22 will resonate as well. 4 resonate as well because 22 is a 4. So this one is speaking directly to me. This is your new beginning month. A month to be, and it's a 10-1. A month to be individually original, a month of dynamic action and effort. You must rely on your initiative, inventive ideas, and your strong will and determination when looking to the future, and be adaptable and flexible, and plant your seeds of sustenance and begin manifesting your goals, desires, and active pursuits. Close the door on the past. Close the door on the past and be steadfast in bringing the future closer to you each and every day. This is the month you will be experiencing freedom and fresh starts in all your personal and business situations, associations, and endeavors. You have just begun a fresh new cycle of existence, and the direction your soul's journey takes these next 9 months depends upon what you set into motion this this calendar month. All right, number 4s. I likes that. Sounding pretty good, ain't it there, honeybee? I likes that. Number 5. Your month will be ruled by the number 11-2. This month, you will be analyzing each of your personal and business situations, associations, and endeavors for balance and buoyancy. Starting from scratch at cosmic ground zero, with your decision-making thought patterns and processes, will help to guide you to the places in your life where this growth is particularly needed this month. This month is all about confronting conflicts in your own spirituality and in the personal and romantic affairs of your heart. This is the month that your deepest felt ideals should light your way to the future opportunities that will present themselves next month. Your only concern this month is your own spiritual and internal growth. Number 6 is, this one is for you. This is your month to set your plans into motion, along with contributing your maximum effort, commitment, and consistency towards making your dreams and vision into your reality, and putting in tremendous effort into reshaping your life for the better. This is the month that the pace of your life will definitely increase, and there will be an inspiring energy directing your concerns, proceedings, and commerce. This is the month you should definitely draw on and embrace your imagination, your inspiration, your optimism, and your creative talent that lives in you at the soul core level. This is the month to go with the flow of life, capitalizing on every opportunity and allowing the necessary time for all things to come to full maturity later this month and into the next. Your month is ruled by the number 12-3, number 6s. Number 7. All right, Mark, this one is for you, buddy. This month is all about how much production you can put into manifesting your personal and business goals, desires, and active pursuits, and not too much time for anything else. There will be times this month when personal and business situations, associations, and endeavors will compel you to make critical decisions based solely upon financial considerations. Resist the urge to quit. Rededicate yourself to your vocational purpose and stick around and stay stable. It is for your own good. This is a month of work, and more work, and you should just get to it and stick to it and plow your way through each and every day this month. You will accomplish so much this month, even more than you imagined, and you will appreciate the generous dividends all your hard work affords. It's a 13-4 month for the 7s. For number 8s, 14-5 month for you. This will be a month of vivid imagination and colorful adventures, bright ideas and passionate opinions, youthful exuberance and vitality mixed in with abuse of power and authority situations, associations, and endeavors this month. There will be the tendency to overindulge in whatever your habit of pleasure this month. This is a month of constant change of your circumstances and surroundings and of your situations, associations, and endeavors. You are being called upon to progress your life forward this month. You put in a lot of work and kept it pushing and grinding last month. And this month will usher in more of your personal liberty and freedom, more spontaneous adventures for you to expand your life and lifestyle, which you absolutely welcome. Number 9s. First name, middle name, last name, date you were born on, and the number of letters in your name. Number 9s. I was born on the 9th. The one really speaks to me. This will be a month of sacrifice. It's a 15-6 for the number 9s. This will be a month of sacrifice, loyalty, and love. There will be times when your loyalty will morph into you sacrificing yourself for the sake of maintaining the love in your personal and business situations, associations, and endeavors this month. You will be called upon to selflessly serve your personal and business situations, associations, and endeavors this month. This will be a month of serious duty, service, and of appreciating your family, friends, and those you considered loved ones. You will be called upon to serve your personal business situations, associations, and endeavors honorably and selflessly this month. You will need to be very careful, cautious, and discreet when dealing with your family this month, as their bad decision, situations, and circumstances may cause you to take on some unnecessary and costly burdens out of obligatory love. Number 11. This month will be a mystical journey with many unexpected and unusual situations, associations, and endeavors that you must experience, as they will help shape you into the authentic you. This month will be filled with you experiencing some of the most amazing and incredible happenings and events, some believable and some not so believable, and some that seem too remote and rare even for you. You will come face to face with a few challenges that tempt you towards dubious solutions to your problems, as there is a smooth criminal element to you this month. Fight against the urge towards illegal, illicit, or shady activity this month. You must resist this path, as anything other than full truth will be met with swift rebuke and crushing karma, and you must always pay in full this month. And then the number 22, speaking to my last name. This is your new beginning month, a month to be individually original, a month of dynamic action and effort. You must rely on your initiative, inventive ideas, and your strong will and determination when looking to the future, and be adaptable and flexible and plant your seeds of sustenance and begin manifesting your goals, desires, and active pursuits. Close the door on the past and be steadfast in bringing the future closer to you each and every day. You are at the starting gate or life pivot point this month, and sound judgment, common sense, and prudence is necessary to set yourself on the right course of action and movement. You will be called upon to do everything from the initial idea to the actual execution of the plan, definitely for yourself and for others as well. Keep moving forward this month, and you will have opportunities to work out your plans sooner than you expected. Any comments, any questions, any concerns about our individual numbers and how we will be operating in them this month of June 2025? Nope. All right. Thank you for showing up, Victorious. Thank you for showing up, Robin. It's good to see you. Good to see you both here. I appreciate you guys taking the time out of your busy schedules to tap in and check it out. All right. According to the cards, June 2025 Sun card soul vibration is the King of Hearts. Mastery of our emotions brings much needed relationship clarity and stability. The thing that we have, and this is our overall card viewpoint of the month, can't let our emotions run rampant this month. There will be lots of situations, circumstances, and endeavors that pull at the emotional strings of each and every one of us. However, mastery of those emotions will allow each of us to rise above the tit for tat in that relationships can boil down into, and we will be able to sense, seal, feel, and attain and maintain the much needed relationship clarity that we each seek. And therefore, with the clarity comes the stability. Even if the relationship is dissolving, we still need clarity. And I would rather dissolve the relationship in a stable way than in a chaotic, toxic, or unstable way. Any questions? Any comments? Resist going there if you can. Our June 2025 moon card, soul vibration, is the 7 of clubs. Combat, fight off negative thinking with mental revelations and spiritual knowledge. What you can trust this month is the mental clarity that this card calls for, because you have to be mentally clear in order to navigate through negative thoughts and negative vibrations and outside negative influences. Through us fighting through all the negativity, we will come to many MANY mental revelations. And when all else fails this month, pick up something esoterically, pick up your tarot book and read through the definitions, even if you think you know them pat. Read through them again. Read through your astrology book again. I'm reading through this week. I'm reading through the numbers book, Next week, I will read through a chakra book. The week after that, I'll read through an astrology book. And then I will end the month on meditation and breath work. I'm just going to reread the books that I have. Not that I'm so concerned about having to fight negative energy. I'm a negative energy ass kicker anyway. However, I need the mental revelations, and I need to touch that spiritual knowledge again. I can never not know enough. And no matter how much I know, I still don't know it. Y'all understand what I'm saying? Yeah, I still don't know it. Yes, Victorious, please open your mic and speak.
It's really ironic that you say that. I literally just purchased, I think it's Louise Hayes or Hay House. They just had an amazing sale on tarot cards. And prior to her reading, or even like one of my coworkers sent me the email that they were having this major sale. And I had just watched a reading online, which is very accurate. One of the things that she talked about is like right now, how important it is for me to pay attention to my tarot cards, which I look at every day. I read the regular card, not the regular, because there's absolutely nothing regular about those cards. I'm going to call them
Nothing.
destiny. Absolutely nothing regular. But I look at my cards every day, but I have felt compelled to buy tarot cards. And they literally just got delivered a couple of days ago. So I just think that's like just
Very good. Very good.
So I've been really paying attention to it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you for that. Yeah, when all else fails, go back to what you think you know. If you think you know everything it is about astrology, then this month read another astrology book. If you think you know everything you need to know about the tarot, read another book this month. Look, I know what I know about the cards. I know what I know about numbers. I'm reading a book on cards. I'm reading a book on numbers this month. Yeah. And I guarantee you, there's going to be something in those books that I've read numerous times already that I will find that I'm going to be like, that's been in here all this time? Wow. I didn't even know that. Yeah. All right. Our June 2025 Mercury card. So did you have something else,
I
Victoria?
just want to ask you a question because, like, as somebody that has been studying astrology, the tarot, the numbers, as long as I have, I to hear you say that you're still learning is very refreshing.
Absolutely, man.
It doesn't matter, I love that term, stay green.
Yep.
Like, it doesn't matter how long you've been studying, like there's so much more to learn. Like, I don't care. I've been in this practice for 30 years and I am still learning things.
Man, it's levels to this shit that I have yet to even crack. I don't even believe that my soul at this moment right now is even ready to be able to even receive it. So yes, I will be a student of life until the last breath of me, until that timer that kicked off with some number of years, months, weeks, days, hours, minutes, seconds, and it started at a number and it started running backwards. Yeah, when it gets to 0, that's when I'll stop being a student of life.
I just wanted to share that, but thank you for letting me share.
Absolutely. Thank you. Our June 2025 Mercury soul card vibration, Jack of Clubs. Woo! Embrace and communicate your youthful and creative energies with style and flair. It ought to be a month of a lot of banter and a lot of information exchange and a lot of youthful and creative energies, exchanging youthful and creative ideas, and tap into even the silliest of your ideas. Tap into it, look around at it. Don't just discount it as something really silly and not useful. Tap into it, look at it, dissect it, go through it, and see if in all of the silliness, there is one or two little nuggets that are going to be beneficial for it. This is the month to embrace and to communicate your youthful and creative energies. I want to call them the not adult energies, the not conservative energies, the not, oh, I got to pay bills energy. No, get into the, I want to paint with my toes this month and see what it looks like. Oh, I want to get a paintbrush and put it in my ear and then start doing this on the thing and see what I can do. Oh, whatever it is, if it's food, that your creativity, if it's words, whatever it is, get youthful and get creative, and then jump out with it with style and flair. Don't just be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do this little silly thing. Be like, nah, man, I'm tapped back into this thing and I'm really excited about it. And you need to come over here and check out why I look like I'm so amped up about it. Yeah, get youthful, get excited. This is the month to get excited with your communication about what you are doing. All right, Honeybee, I'm thankful and grateful for you spending the time that you did with us. You know that I am always grateful to have your presence here, and I look forward to seeing you with us next week. Yeah, it's time to just tap into your youthful and creative energies, and don't be shy about it. Don't be a punk about it. Yeah, get on out there and let folks know what you're excited about. Our June 2025 Venus card, soul vibration, is the 9 of Diamonds. Endings, completions, and graduations of something of value. Venus, you know what Venus deals with. The 9 of Diamonds is a card of affluence. Once you adopt the attitude of gratitude, and once you lean in to the fact that nothing in and of this world lasts forever. Nothing. No job lasts forever. No house lasts forever. No car lasts forever. Your money don't last forever. Your health don't last forever. Your marriage doesn't last forever. Relationships don't last forever. Nothing. And every day, if you really think about it and really drill down to the essentials of your day, every day we go through an ending, completion, or graduation of something valuable. So if you look at it as you are graduating into the next thing of value, then you won't think about the thing of value that you have left behind. You guys understand what I'm meaning by that? If you tap into the value of what is, you won't worry about the value of what was. See what I mean? So the 9 of Diamonds, and I know this lesson well. It is my backup card in the card system. And once I got the true essence of it, my relationship with money changed. It changed for the better. Before my awareness, I was squeezing money like this. And then when my awareness came, I opened up my hands. Still have the same perspective about money. I don't loan people money. I give it to you because the nature of the 9 of diamonds card is you don't get paid back anyway. So I don't loan anybody anything. If you call me and ask me for $500, and if I have $200, I'll tell you I'll give you 200. That's what I can give you. Because that 200, it might come back from you. However, that 200 will come back because I have understood the flow, the cycle and the flow of currency since I've been a young kid. What goes out always comes back in. Y'all like how I did that? Oh, yeah, I like how I did that too. I didn't know if that was even going to happen. But seriously, money is currency, fiat, finances, money is like the tides. And if you go to the beach and if you go by the ocean and you just stand there and watch the tides, you'll see a big ass tidal wave come in and roll and crash up. But it doesn't stay there. What does it do? It goes back out. And then it gathers up again and another big ass tide comes in, boom, crashes. And then that's the same way with money. Money comes and goes. It comes and goes. It comes and goes. It comes and it goes. And the thing that a lot of us do to ourselves that we limit our money flow is because we tighten our hands around it. We get a little bit more than we ever been used to, and we tighten our damn hands around it. Yeah. And guess what? You can't get shit in these hands now, can you? I can't receive anything. Open it up. Open it up. Money flows. Money flows. All right. Our Mars card for June, the 4 of diamonds. Financial stability. Oh, yes, Miss Kane, go right ahead.
I'm sorry, you said like 3 things that kind of sparked something I wanted to touch on.
Okay.
And I'm not making this racial, but I think it's really interesting that like you look at the white power side, it's an open hand. You look at the black power hand, it's a closed fist. And you can't receive that way. That's one. I also wanted to talk about the 9 of diamonds. My mom is the 5 of diamonds and the 9 of diamonds.
Yes.
And my mom is so giving.
Yes.
She wasn't always like that. As a child, she was the stingiest person I ever knew in my life.
Mm-hmm.
Now, my father, who's the 7 double 7 of clubs, never said no.
Right.
But thank God that my mom had that willpower to maintain a budget.
Absolutely.
But my mom was stingy as we were growing up, and now my mom has this. She is more giving than I have ever known her to be. There's nothing I can't call my mom and get from her.
Absolutely.
And ironically, like she has probably been like right now, she's in the best position she's ever been in her life financially.
Absolutely.
She doesn't want for anything.
Absolutely. And when I say that the 9 of diamonds is the card of affluence, affluence is relative. And like Victorious just said, her mother is in the best position she's ever been in her life. So it doesn't matter how much is in a bank account or how much is here or there. That's her affluence. And that's the affluence that I'm talking about. Yeah.
So I wanted my third point, and it's really ironic that you made that last statement, is because there's another lady that does the cards,
Mm-hmm.
and she mentioned that Black people, I keep bringing this back to race, ironically, but she mentioned that Black people were the 9 of diamonds, and that card goes back to slavery. And what's really ironic is that I'm looking at where Black people are today, um, and how we're showing up in public, and how people are starting to realize whether how they voted or not. And I don't want to get into that because I know that's not what this is about.
Right.
But we can talk about this later off camera. But I want you to discuss with me, if you have time. Well, I know you will. But um, what do you think about her reference to the Nine of Diamonds and Black people in slavery, and then where we are now?
Well, I could see how she would make the correlation um, with the folks who were enslaved and the Nine of Diamonds. I don't see it as I see it as the umbrella that they were all under. I don't see it as each individual was deemed that. However, because of how the cycle of the Nine of Diamonds, you can go from being so conscious about what you don't have, and or you could be thinking about it in a way that you have a lack. And then the Nine of Diamonds matures in their life out of the thinking of lack into a position of comfortability and affluence in their own level. So if you look at if you look at the I don't like to talk about uh the collective of any uh race of people, because there is no collective that's a monolith. As many people of color that are on the lower end of the financial earner, there are that many that are on the upper end. So, however, there is a collective mindset in the indigenous peoples community that the time for not having equal access to all the resources is over. That time is over. Yeah.
I caught that statement, but we'll talk about that later.
Okay.
Now, okay, I'll let you get back to your show.
All right. Our Jupiter card. Well, the financial stability and security is closer than we think. This is going to motivate and inspire us, and maybe even anger us a little bit in June of 2025, because the power and the vibration of the Four of Diamonds is so strong that it will make each of us seek out ways that we can financially stabilize and secure ourselves. And most of us are closer to that than we actually think. Our Jupiter card for the month is the Six of Spades, karma. Woo, woo, karma. And the smoothing out of all work, health, and lifestyle difficulties. Did I say the Six of Spades is the card of karma? Yeah. What each of us individually have been sowing, each of us will individually reap. What specific pieces of the country, of the world, what they have been sowing, they're going to reap. This is the month to where you're going to get what you've been giving consistently. So if anyone is concerned about what is coming for you as far as Jupiter, the planet of expansion and our abundance, your expansion and your abundance is going to come according to your karma, or how you have been nurturing and doing the work towards expanding and your abundance. See, I don't know where the idea comes from that people think you're supposed to get something for nothing. I don't know where that comes from. You put in effort, you get a result. You do something and then you get something, and you do. Yeah, that's how it's always been, and that's how it's always going to be here on this learning rock. Our Saturn card, or our lesson for the month, is the Ace of Spades, secrets revealed, and death, rebirth, and transformation on one or more of the planes of existence, spiritual plane, physical plane, mental plane, emotional plane. Secrets revealed on the spiritual plane, physical plane, mental plane, and emotional plane. So we won't have to go looking for shit. If there's anything been kept from you, it's going to be revealed in those 4 planes. And then death, rebirth, and transformation on one or more of these planes of existence. And there are physical deaths that don't take you out of commission. You could have a habit that you stop. That's a physical death. I'm coming up on I'm getting close to 1 year of no alcohol. I don't know the exact date, but it was sometime in the month of June last year that I stopped drinking any alcohol, any form of alcohol. No scotch, no beer, no wine coolers, no nothing. That was a physical death and a physical rebirth and a physical transformation on the physical plane for me. It was also a mental, because I had a mental relationship with beer, not so much with scotch, but I had a mental relationship with beer. I did. I could romanticize a strong ass pale ale beer. I sure could. And the more of them I drank, the more romanticizing I made them. So yeah. Get ready and embrace the death, rebirth, and transformation on whatever plane it is. If there's a habit that you're really sick of, then let it go. If there's a way you eat, let it go. Our June 2025 Uranus card is the 4 of Hearts. Seek out your spiritual and physical protection in love, marriage, home, family, and social life. Seek it out. You are protected, so go further in love. Go further in marriage. Go further in your home. Go further with your family. Go further in your social life. Take another step. Take another vulnerable step in those directions. You'll be blessed for it on more levels than you think. Our June 2025 Neptune card is the Ace of Hearts, where we need to remove our blinders off of. New beginnings surrounding love, affection, commitment, and intimacy. Take the blinders off. And the new beginnings don't necessarily mean it have to be with somebody new. Could be the same relationship or somebody that you've known already.
Can I ask you a question? Is this our yearly reading that
This
you're
is
doing?
June. This is for the month of
Oh,
June.
just for June. Okay.
This is for the month.
Okay.
And then our Pluto card for the month is the Queen of Spades. This is what will challenge us and what can change us this month. Queen of Spades, attaining and maintaining self-mastery is the work that matters the most. Everything great for each of us comes out of each of us. And the greatness can only come out when we have attained and maintained our self-mastery. Self-mastery is a lifelong pursuit. However, there is a point of mastery that then only fine-tuning happens. You become a delicate instrument. At first, you're like a big-ass hammer where you just crashing and crushing everything. And as you mature, you become a scalpel. And then only then you need a occasional fine-tuning. Self-mastery is the work that matters the most. Yes. Go right ahead, Justel.
No, I was just saying like a surgeon.
Yep. Yep. Like a surgeon. Instead of with the hammer, you just crushing shit like a brute. Right. Right. All right. Any comments? Any questions concerning the carbs? All right. All right. Run through the course plan. At this point, we want to build bonds with people and create better dynamics. A few days later, Mercury enters Cancer on the 8th, changing the way we communicate with others. For the next several weeks, while Mercury swims in the water sign, we will find that our intuition takes flight and leads us to a sensitive and gentle way of expressing ourselves. Expansive Jupiter moves into Cancer on the 9th, allowing us to spread our wings and fly. Whatever has been holding us back will no longer take precedence in our hearts as we move toward all that feels right. With our spirit high, when the Sagittarius full moon stations direct on the 11th, will be an excellent time to enchant our lives with greatness, opportunity, abundance, and desire. These are themes that will guide us toward exploring the world and lead us on our next adventure. Jupiter in Cancer squares off with Saturn in Aries on the 15th, urging us to tighten our wallets and not take bold steps. That sentiment will transform when Mars enters Virgo on the 17th. It will make us feel as though we can practically move forward and initiate our goals. Jupiter in Cancer shares a fraught aspect with Neptune in Aries on the 18th, escalating our dreams and visions. Lean into whatever makes you happy. The 2025 summer solstice and the sun's ingress into Cancer on the 20th is an excellent time to evolve and grow. The new season promises optimism and joy. It'd be a good time to do a release and empowerment ritual on the 20th. The Cancer new moon stationing direct on the 25th gives us our glow back by promising money, auspicious sentiments, and wonderful vibes. And Mercury enters Leo on the 26th, firing up our personal passions and pushing us to seriously and productively pursue our manifesting goals, desires, and active pursuits. Any comments, any questions, any concerns? Your Jupiter return, talk to us about that, Ms. Lemons, real quick.
I got Jupiter Cancer in my 11th house. So I really do feel like this like bucket of water, just like I won't even say a bucket, it's more like a whole ocean of like love and security and nurturing coming towards me like a big wave.
Yes.
And I'm just, ballerina dancing in it. I really don't know what else to do. besides that.
I'm mad at you. I'm mad at that's a great thing to have, that Jupiter return, man. It is so great. Embrace the love, embrace the flow, and allow the flow of Jupiter to organically take you where you're going to expand to. It's a lovely, lovely ride. I remember that ride, that Jupiter return. I remember it. Yes.
Yeah, I just doing my best to temper it a little bit because it's an exaltation placement. So I'm like, I don't want to overdo it, just
Overdo
go
it.
with the flow.
Overdo it. No, overdo it. Overdo it. Go ahead. Overdo it. You got 6 months after to recuperate. Yeah, overdo it. Overdo it. Yeah. Pour off the excess. Yeah. Shit, don't half fill your cup. Fill it up and eat off the excess. Yeah, keep your cup full. Fill up your cup. Yes.
Yeah.
Please do.
Yeah. This is very different. This is different.
Absolutely. Thank you for that.
Mhm.
All right. Sun sign, moon sign, rising sign or ascendant sign. If you have a stellium, or if you got 3 or more placements of this sign in your chart, you'll want to listen up. Aries natives, this one is for you. June 2025 is a month for making bold decisions that nourish your long-term stability, my ascending Aries natives. You will be setting a new standard for how you want to live, work, and feel. On the 5th, Venus slips into Taurus, infusing your money and self-worth sector with confidence. Finances and value systems evolve not through hustle, however, through harmony. You will be refining what truly is worth your energy and realizing it is less about accumulation and more about alignment. Mercury enters Cancer on the 8th, activating your realm of home and emotional privacy. Conversations might center around family, feelings, or forgiveness. When Jupiter enters Cancer on the 9th, you will be no longer content to live in spaces that feel too small, physically, spiritually, or emotionally. A relocation, renovation, or personal turning point could follow. The Sag full moon on the 11th lights up your perspective, philosophy, and beliefs. Allow yourself to release a plan that no longer excites you and take a risk on something that finally does. Let your growth be obvious. On the 17th, Mars enters Virgo and energizes your mind, body, and soul. The focus returns to work, vitality, and self-care. Refine your schedule, clear distractions, and tend to your body like the temple it is. The sun entering Cancer on the 20th reinforces these shifts with clarity. This is about building a life that feels safe and satisfying to come home to. The Cancer new moon on the 25th marks a beautiful new beginning in your private world. When Mercury enters Leo on the 26th, your joy blossoms and it deserves the spotlight. Aries, your standout days are the 4th, the 18th, and the 28th. And your challenging days are the 9th, the 15th, and the 22nd. Taurus natives, this one is for you. June 2025 arrives with transformation, my ascending Taurus natives. You will be fully inhabiting your next level with a presence that speaks before you do. Venus enters your sign on the 5th, reawakening your connection to self-worth, sensuality, and embodiment. Venus invites you to become exquisitely intentional with what you allow into your orbit and who. Beauty becomes a birthright, not an indulgence. Your energy begins to attract without effort, shaped by subtle choices such as eye contact, the grace of your boundaries, and silent confidence. As Mercury enters Cancer on the 8th, you will become more attuned to your tone, your timing, and your intuitive flow. When Jupiter enters Cancer on the 9th, your thoughts stretch towards connection, community, and impact. This is a powerful moment to write, teach, speak, or simply share with more emotional clarity. The Sag full moon on the 11th brings revelation to your realm of intimate trust. Reevaluate the fine print of your deepest agreements. What no longer supports mutual growth quietly dissolves, making room for more intimacy. On the 17th, Mars enters Virgo, illuminating your 5th house of creative self-expression and romance. Vitality often begins with pleasure. The Sun enters Cancer on the 20th, and collaborative sparks arrive. However, they ask for devotion, not just excitement. Your passions in art and life are sacred. The Cancer new moon on the 25th opens a portal for new conversations, new forms of connection, and emotional restoration. As Mercury enters Leo on the 26th, your inner world becomes a place of relaxation. Tend to your heart with the same care you offer others. Your standout days, Taurus, the 5th, the 12th, and the 26th. Your challenging days will be the 7th, 15th, and the 28th. Geminis, this one is for you. June 2025 invites you to choose what feels good behind the scenes and not just what looks good in the light, my ascending Gemini natives. You will be attending to your internal world now as something sacred takes shape behind the scenes. Venus enters Taurus on the 5th, casting a gentle light on your feelings. You should be softening into release and allowing endings to unfold without forcing definitions. Whether you will be grieving an old dream or recalibrating a heartbreak or shedding a pattern that once protected you, this is sacred ground. On the 8th, Mercury enters Cancer, followed closely by Jupiter on the 9th, lighting up your 2nd house of income, values, and embodiment. The conversation turns to how you honor your time, energy, and natural talents. Financial growth is inevitable, especially when it is rooted in clarity and emotional truth. The Sag full moon on the 11th brings a connection to the forefront. Something in the dynamic becomes undeniably clear. Let honesty be the gift you first offer to yourself, then to others. On June 17th, Mars enters Virgo and activates your environment and emotions. You might feel a pull to reimagine your space, and emotions deepen with devotion. When the Sun enters Cancer on the 20th, you should focus your energy on what helps you build personal strength. The Cancer new moon on the 25th brings new security on personal and financial levels. You will be beginning to understand the power of building with intention. Mercury enters Leo on the 26th, empowering your words. What you write and say has lasting power. So speak like your words are gold. Your standout days, Gemini, the 4th, 8th, and the 16th. Challenging days, the 2nd, the 18th, and the 23rd. Cancer, I got one for you. June 2025 is full of power and growth, my ascending Cancer natives. There will be a slow blooming magic here, and you will be allowing it to meet you on your own terms. Venus enters Taurus and lights up your realm of progress on the 5th, making your future feel more expansive and intentional. The right conversations unfold without effort, and you draw the right people in. You will be magnetizing connections and no longer forcing. Pay attention to who shows up now and how it feels in your body. Mercury enters Cancer on the 8th, giving you the confidence to say what needed saying weeks ago. You might discover new aesthetic anchors or redefine your perspectives or make a personal decision public. Jupiter enters Cancer on the 9th, beginning a rare and exciting expansion in self-confidence, energy, and manifestation. This is an invitation to step into full visibility that only comes once every 12 years. On June 11th, the Sag full moon brings clarity to the small systems that shape your life. Embrace subtle recalibration that make space for empowering, exciting experiences. Mars enters Virgo on June 17th, sharpening your voice and instincts. When the sun enters your sign on the 20th, it opens a portal to self-reclamation. Boundaries strengthen and your words become powerful tools. This is your personal new year for your sign. The Cancer new moon on the 25th reminds you that you do not have to become anything you are not. You simply must allow yourself to be seen. Dress like your mastered self and turn on your magnetic charm. When Mercury moves into Leo on the 26th, you close the month rooted, radiant, and receiving. Your standout days are the 8th, the 9th, and the 20th, and your challenging days, the 15th, 22nd, and the 23rd. All right, Leos, this one is for you. You will be entering a private chapter this month, my ascending Leo natives, and yet it is not a quiet one. June 2025 invites you to redefine your vision before the world sees it. This is a month of elegant preparation. Venus enters Taurus on the 5th, lighting up your realm of legacy and long-term ambition. Recognition is possible. However, it is through realignments in how you lead, guide, and exert power that you leave the deepest impressions. On the 8th, Mercury moves into Cancer, followed by expansive Jupiter on the 9th, activating your zone of introspection and intuitive alignment. Pay attention to who and what drains you, who and what restores you, and who and what you definitely have outgrown spiritually. That last part, definitely the who you have outgrown spiritually. Definitely the who. The Sag full moon on the 11th lights a match in your 5th house of pleasure and creativity. A bold idea, a romantic truth, or a deeply personal revelation emerges. You do not need to monetize or broadcast it. Simply honor the pleasure of your own joy. Mars enters methodical Virgo on the 17th, activating your sector of finance and self-worth. Make decisions that reflect the future you are ready to enjoy. You will know exactly what deserves your effort. When the sun enters Cancer on the 20th, an internal chapter might naturally close without fanfare, which makes space for something more honest to rise. The Cancer new moon on the 25th gives you a sacred chance to set intentions behind the scenes. What you conjure up and imagine now could become your next masterpiece. Mercury enters your sign on the 26th, bringing back your voice. Speak not for applause. Speak because it is time. Your standout days, Leos, are the 5th, the 11th, the 26th. Challenging days, 7th, 15th, and the 29th. Virgo natives, this one is for you. June 2025 brings aligned, embodied, and expansive growth, my ascending Virgo natives. This is a month to embrace your passions with wild abandon. When Venus enters Taurus on the 5th, your 9th house of perspective and publishing is awakened with possibility. A vision or project you have been quietly holding might now find its audience. Traveling, teaching, or writing could be part of the storyline. Let beauty guide the way. Mercury enters Cancer on the 8th, followed by Jupiter on the 9th, both activating your space of community, support, and future visions. If you have been craving collaboration with more heart and integrity, this is it. Conversations become catalysts. A connection might deepen, or a long-term dream might finally start becoming a reality. The Sag full moon on the 11th lights up your inner sanctuary. Something environmental or emotional is coming full circle. This is less about bold action and more about enjoying what makes you feel nurtured and safe. When Mars enters your sign on the 17th, your energy returns. There will be massive momentum, magnetism, and a sharp sense of clarity. Take care not to burn too quickly, because this is sustainable fire, not a quick flash. When the sun joins Cancer on the 20th, your attention turns towards reciprocal friendships, collaborations, and the architecture of your dreams. A subtle and yet powerful restart in your social world happens during the Cancer new moon on the 25th. Let intimacy and intelligence coexist. Mercury dashes into Leo on the 26th, inviting you to keep a little mystery to yourself. Not every idea needs an audience yet. Your standout days were the 1st, 17th, 22nd. Your challenging days, the 3rd, 11th, and the 28th. Libras, here you go. This is a month to rise on your terms, my ascending Libra natives. June 2025 invites you to reclaim your power in love, career, and the quiet spaces in between. You will be no longer bending to fit the story, because you now will be the one who writes it. On June 5th, your ruling planet Venus enters Taurus and your realm of intimacy and transformation, bringing emotional depth. If something feels out of alignment, this is your moment to name it from a place of profound self-worth. The version of you that stays small to keep the peace has evolved. Mercury enters Cancer on the 8th, followed by Jupiter on the 9th, opening long-term opportunities in your career and visibility. This could look like a new opportunity, or a public announcement, or a shift in how you carry yourself. The Sag full moon on the 11th shines in your communication sector, igniting a story you have been waiting to tell. A contract, a decision, or a long-standing problem reaches resolution. Mars moves into Virgo on the 17th, asking you to honor your boundaries and rest without guilt. This is preparation for new upcoming opportunities. As the sun enters Cancer on the 20th, you must trust your own intuition. You will be rewarded, not just for what you have achieved, you will be rewarded for how you make people feel. When the Cancer new moon arrives on June 25th, you will be planting seeds of success, not for applause, however, for true happiness. The conversation shifts towards your future visions when Mercury enters Leo on the 26th, drawing you to bond with people you can trust. Your standout days are the 5th, the 16th, and 23rd. Your challenging days, 12th, 20th, and the 25th. Scorpios, got one for you. This month is about rewriting the rules around connection, truth, and what you will be willing to believe in. Again, my ascending Scorpio natives, June 2025 brings clarity, and you will be ready to see things for what they are without losing yourself in the process. On the 5th, Venus moves into your 7th house of love and partnership, putting your closest connections under a soft and revealing light. Notice who gives, who takes, and who sees you without needing to be convinced. You will crave more mutuality or feel called to redefine your relationship dynamics so they match your standards and not just your comfort level. Mercury enters intuitive Cancer on the 8th, awakening your realm of philosophy and purpose. Ideas gain emotional weight, and your curiosity becomes a compass. When Jupiter enters Cancer on the 9th, you might find that something you once dismissed, a class, a trip, a belief, suddenly holds excitement. Notice what provides long-term value. The Sag full moon on the 11th reveals deeper truths regarding resources and self-authorship. A money matter, personal decision, or confidence kink is ready to be addressed, so it no longer runs the show. Mars enters Virgo on the 17th and brings your attention to collaboration, friendship, and future visions. You will feel more driven to align with people who understand you. When the sun enters Cancer on the 20th, it will be time to plant the seeds for something bold and life-changing. The Cancer new moon on the 25th brings an exciting adventure. Mercury entering Leo on the 26th gives you the courage to lead by example. Your standout days are the 8th, 17th, and 26th, and your challenging days are the 6th, 15th, and 21st. Sag natives, got one for you. It will be a revealing and re-empowering month, my ascending Sagittarius natives. June 2025 brings both a mirror and a microphone to reconnect you with your magic. On the 5th, Venus enters Taurus, highlighting your realm of self-love, work, and refinement. You might feel drawn to beautify your daily routines or reclaim pleasure in small things. This is about devotion to what sustains you, not just physically, also energetically. Let your body become a space of self-respect and reverence. Mercury enters instinctual Cancer on the 8th, followed closely by Jupiter's arrival on the 9th, both activating your 8th house of intimacy, rebirth, and emotional exchange. The way you share your energy, resources, and heart now holds deeper weight. Conversations turn more vulnerable. The right relationship or collaboration could deepen. Remember that real power comes from presence and not from performance. The Sag full moon in your sign on the 11th shines directly in your zone of self, amplifying both manifestation and ending. An identity you have been holding, or a story you have outgrown, or an aspect of your self-image might be ready to evolve. Mars enters Virgo on the 17th, energizing your zone of career and empowerment. Allow your focus to sharpen and take aligned actions that lead to a more visible path. The sun enters Cancer on the 20th, drawing energy to hidden opportunities. Trust the quiet power of the change during the Cancer new moon on the 25th. Mercury enters fellow fire sign Leo on the 26th to fan your flames and activate your sense of adventure. Be courageous and abundance will follow. Your standout days, 11th, 20th, 27th, the challenging days, the 2nd, the 18th, and the 23rd. And now, the most important and significant corner of the Zodiac, according to me, Capricorn native, got one for you. It is going to be a heart-forward month, my ascending Capricorn natives. June 2025 arrives to soften your edges while deepening your devotion to what truly brings you happiness. Venus enters Taurus on the 5th, activating your realm of romance, creativity, and pleasure. And love becomes more sensual and self-possessed. You might find yourself craving slower mornings, more beauty in your daily routine, or reconnection with your artistic rhythm. Venus here reminds you that the light can be productive and that consistency in your joy creates its own success. On June 8th, Mercury enters Cancer, shifting the focus towards your personal relationships. New conversations, contracts, or partnerships might begin. When Jupiter enters Cancer on the 9th, opportunities multiply. It is not about rushing into any and everything. It is about recognizing which connections feel genuinely reciprocal and which feel like they will positively affect your material bottom line. On the 11th, the Sag full moon will light up your inner world. A cycle behind the scenes, emotionally or energetically, comes to a quiet completion. There is something you have outgrown that is finally ready to be released. Trust the ending. Mars enters Virgo on the 17th, activating your realm of adventure. You might feel ready to plan a trip or to pitch a bold idea or to share your message with a wider audience. Courage is building. The sun enters Cancer on the 20th, followed by the Cancer new moon on the 25th, bringing fresh light to your relationships. If something has been out of balance, this is a moment of mutual recommitment or graceful release. When Mercury enters Leo on the 26th, the conversation turns inward again, inviting intimacy, focus, and truth. Self-honesty leads you to success. Your standout days, Cappy, are the 4th, the 11th, and the 21st. Your challenging days are the 12th, the 25th, and the 30th. All right. I can dig it. Aquarius natives, got one for you too. June 2025 invites you to root down, retreat, and remember what truly stabilizes you, my ascending Aquarius natives. This month's miracles are hiding in the mystery, waiting to be found. Venus enters Taurus on the 5th, casting a glow over the foundations of your life, your home, your family, and the emotions you return to when no one's watching. Beauty might no longer feel just aesthetic and can provide a soothing, uplifting energy. Redecorate your space and reconnect with your roots. Let comfort become a form of power. As Mercury enters Cancer on the 8th and Jupiter follows on the 9th, your realm of rituals, work, and self-love lights up. The habits you commit to and the way you speak to yourself and how you begin your mornings are the quiet spells that shape your success. On the 11th, the Sag full moon shines in your 11th house of community and progressive vision. A creative collaboration or future dream could suddenly become real. It is your reminder that you do not have to do it all alone. Mars enters detail-oriented Virgo on the 17th, bringing intensity and momentum to issues of trust, intimacy, and shared power. This is an excellent time to face financial or emotional debts and heal deeper traumas. With the sun entering Cancer on the 20th and the Cancer new moon arriving on the 25th, you are being offered a total reset in mind, body, and soul. When Mercury enters Leo on the 26th, conversations and relationships heat up. Express what is in your heart without fear of rejection. Your standout days are the 8th, the 14th, and 23rd, and your challenging days are the 7th, 21st, and the 28th. All right. All right. I can dig it. And then finally, Pisces. June 2025 invites you to find pleasure in the everydayness of life, my ascending Pisces natives. This is your month to enjoy creature comforts and for finding your peace. Venus moves into Taurus on the 5th, casting a glow on your daily thoughts, your spoken words, and your community. Beauty is found in conversations, communications, and the way you speak to yourself. This is a month to write, flirt, share, and listen for synchronicities that guide you. Mercury enters Cancer on the 8th, followed by Jupiter on the 9th, activating your realm of pleasure, romance, and creative source. Ideas become richer as your feelings get louder in the best way. You will not be overthinking. Instead, you will be remembering what it means to feel alive. This is generative energy that helps you create something meaningful, empowering, and rewarding. On the 11th, the Sag full moon lights up your zone of career and public presence. Something long in progress might reach completion, and well-deserved recognition could arrive. More importantly, you definitely will experience clarity. If you have outgrown a title, a path, or a version of success, trust in and embrace your personal radical change. Mars in a Virgo on the 17th, placing the focus on your relationships and the dynamics that require care, honesty, or boundaries. You will feel drawn to spend quality time nourishing your closest connections. When the Sun enters Cancer on the 20th, themes of romance, play, and vulnerability are amplified. The Cancer new moon on the 25th brings nourishing opportunities. Mercury's entry into Leo on the 26th will definitely help you speak with assertiveness and confidence. You will no longer be afraid to ask for exactly what you want. Your standout days are the 8th, the 21st, and the 26th, and your challenging days are the 3rd, the 5th, and the 13th. Always be authentically you, unapologetically. Your mastered self awaits you. Zen Uru, Zen Uru, Zen Uru. Any comments, any questions, any concerns about anything I've covered today?
I think I asked most of my questions,
Are you
but
sure?
no, I'm not. I do have a question.
Okay,
I'm kind of having my dinner,
that's
but
all right.
I did want to know about, I know we didn't talk about the progressions, and we have personally talked about progressions. What should I look forward to when we have the new moon or even the full moon in Cancer? With me having all of those progress signs
Well, I would look for
in my second house,
mm,
with Venus being retrograde, which is really deep.
yeah, I think I would look for the opportunity to nurture and love yourself back to as close back to balance as you can. Yeah, with all of those, all of that, and then it's happening in the second house, you're gonna get the clarity that you need, and you'll get the confidence that you need. Because you have
Financial stability.
yeah,
Yeah.
you have that, and there are two things that are ahead of you that you will get the strength that you need to go through those. You'll get it this month. Those things that are ahead of you are not happening this month, but the strength that you need to persevere through those two things, you'll get it and you'll feel it and you'll build it up this month. Yeah.
Does any of that have to do with me teaching
Yes.
and sharing knowledge?
Yes.
All
Yep.
right. Okay.
Yep.
That makes a lot of sense because I'm actually making moves, but I'm always making moves, but nothing ever transpires. And I don't know why that is, but I do know now it's because I'm still growing.
Absolutely. And you, the cosmos is giving you that extra little push this time to go ahead and do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead and do it. I encourage everybody to just step out there and face it on faith and dip your toe in the water. Look, I'm on episode 185.
Congratulations.
Number 185. I would not have gotten here if I never would have did episode 1. And I'm going to tell you guys, the hardest episode was episode 1.
Isn't it always?
I made every excuse I could not to be here doing what I'm doing. Every excuse I could. And finally I ran out of excuses, and yeah. So after the first one, the shit is easy and it's addictive. You after first, maybe for you it'll take a couple of times. Yeah, I got a really high addictive personality. After that first one, I was like, shit, I'm ready to do this again. Do you remember in the beginning I was broadcasting 3 times a week? Shit.
Well, I'm a 7 and a 9. So I'm and my son is in the 12th house. So, I'm more of a behind the scenes person.
Right. So
but
yeah,
that's good. I'll get it together.
You have it together, and when it is time, it will be the time. And that's how we look at that. Go ahead, Miss Lemons.
Yeah. I was just gonna say, as a 12th house son myself, I found that basically we just gotta do it like nobody's watching. That's basically how we gotta maneuver, because we already know we being, everyone has a perspective. Like, people are looking at you, of course, but they're always gonna see stuff that's not there, or they may see more into stuff than that's really there, and that's not our problem. We just gotta move.
That's in the 12th house too.
Huh?
Your son is in the 12th house too.
Yeah.
She's saying yeah.
Yeah, you just gotta learn how to do stuff like nobody's watching. Like, because people are not ever gonna see you the way you see yourself for real. And that's okay. It's actually an advantage for you to detach.
Absolutely. Yeah. And
that's exactly how I move through spaces, which is really ironic that you say that.
And it's real easy for both of y'all to take on archetypes and avatars.
Absolutely.
It's tough for me, taking on Piper's B Metatron with my son in the first house. No, but y'all could tap into the avatar. I got to go deep and do mantras and mudras and then I connect. Y'all with the sun in the 12th, y'all can tap into y'all avatar and y'all archetype. Like
I still have 3 planets in my first house though. Saturn, Venus, and Mars.
Mm-hmm.
So that's according to Indian astrology. That's not that's a hard aspect, especially when you have Venus that's between Mars and Saturn.
Yeah.
But that's a whole other topic.
Yeah, that's a tough. Those are tough traveling companions.
Yes, they are.
Very tough. Very, very tough.
Thank God it's in a mutable sign, because it would be worse if it was in a fixed sign or even a cardinal sign. So thank God it's mutable, so it's not that harsh.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Good.
Anyway, I'm gonna let you finish, but those are my only comments. I do have some other things I want to discuss, especially, but it doesn't have to be today.
Okay.
About that progressed Cancer in my second house, and then I want to discuss a little bit more about Venus retrograde in Cancer in my second house.
Okay. We can do that.
Okay.
All right. Any other comments? Any questions? Any concerns? If not, this has been on the 7's with Piper's B Metatron, where we come to awaken to our mastered self ascend with our evolving soul, and expand our consciousness mind. We are thankful and grateful for each and every one of you for your support and encouragement. Please continue to keep On the Sevens with Pifers B. Metatron a part of your soul's journey as your mastered self awaits you. Let me leave you with this: as above, so below. As within, so without. As of the cosmos, so in your soul core level, it is so and it is so. Always be authentically you, unapologetically. Until we gather again, goodbye for now. I am Pifers B. Metatron on the Sevens, signing off. Zen Uru,